Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Brewers baseball next on the show. Brandon Woodruff gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
So here's Brandon Nimmo, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Brandon Nimmo.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. Arcia gloves it, and there's one away.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 6.
Settling in now, Jeff McNeil. Lifetime against this particular arm, batting at an even .400. First pitch on its way. Woodruff has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
First baseman, Pete.
Digging in, Pete Alonso, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Jacob deGrom is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What's your take on him, Dan?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, man. One of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Stepping up now, Eric Sogard. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Brewers, the third baseman, Eric.
Now here it comes. Nope. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, the center fielder, Lorenzo.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He's set. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Kane is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. It used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
Got him to go down swinging there. Lorenzo Cain is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And here's Christian Yelich now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike one. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
The 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Sogard, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
2 on here with one man out, and in at the plate steps Keston Hiura. From the stretch, and he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. Breaking ball called just a bit low. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Slow roller down the third baseline. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Ryan Braun.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan Braun. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Strike 2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
The 0-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Robinson Cano the next to dig in. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Cano waits on the first pitch. Cano waiting on the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And here's a swing and a miss by Cano as he's set down on strikes, and there's one away.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Fastball in there for a called strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Lifted down the line in left. Braun coming on, but this will land untouched.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Here it comes on 0-2. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Lifetime in this matchup, he's 1 for 3. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. This is on the ground over to first. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Ready now, Justin Smoak. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The first baseman, Justin Smoak.
First pitch of the at-bat. Strike taken up in the zone. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he misses there. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Omar Narvaez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The 1-0 home.
Ball left outside.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Fouled off. Now the 2-1.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's gone 2 for 6. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
In there, 1-2 now. And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch.
Ball 2. 2-2 now.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now here's the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. The 2-2. And another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Into the box, Ahmed Rosario. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball, that's out.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
Runner
goes for second. A bullet to first base. And he'll take it to the bag for the out, and there's your unassisted double play. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jacob deGrom. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High chopper to third. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So now the Brewers pitcher, Brandon Woodruff. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch. Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Here's Eric Sogard. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 0-1 delivery. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Hit in the air to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 2 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lorenzo Cain. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground for Cano at second. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to take it now is Cain as he puts it away for the first out. So here's Jeff McNeil. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Out of play off to the right. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. First pitch on its way. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A ball and 2 strikes now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano.
Robinson Cano.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
1-1 the count. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Throw comes back in quickly, holding the lead runner at third, but the batter was able to hustle up to second with 2 away.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
In now, Michael Conforto, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
One and 0. Here it is. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a liner.
Interesting pitch selection right there. In off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball two.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Here now the 2-2. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Conforto is off at first with two away. Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a two-out hit.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hey! In the air to right center. Kane on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Mets out in front 3-0. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And that misses ball 1. The 1-0 home. Misses ball 2.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
And that's over. 2-1. Hit well towards the hole. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside. 1-0. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
It's down for extra bases, and the Brewers have their first hit of the game. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
One out and a runner on second base. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. A 3-1 count to the Brewers left fielder.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1 pitch.
Full count. 3-2.
Weak grounder back to the mound. And that's the second out. So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Smoke, 33 years old. He was a first-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Wow, and he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Stepping in, Jacob deGrom. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The pitcher, Jacob deGrom.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. After it is Yelich. He's there and records the first out. So striding in, Brandon Nimmo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And it's fouled away. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And the pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order. Pulled toward right center field. Kane is after it.
He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets, but they lead it 3-0. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said the high pitch count they've run up is a result of a lot of great battles at the plate by his guys, and he's not wrong. So far, they've worked 5 full counts in their at-bats.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Omar Narvaez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The catcher, Omar Narvaez.
First offering on its way.
Nope.
And he takes ball 1.
Count 1-0. Ball.
2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Chopped on the ground over to first. Reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, number 3.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. First pitch on its way.
Hey.
On its way is pitch number 75. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away.
Well, and he has some trouble with it. Throw gets him 2 down. Avisail Garcia will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 24, Avisail Garcia.
And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Up top, it's 2-0. Garcia, 28 years old. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. 2 out, nobody on. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. Throw over to first, and the runner back. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And that one is gone. on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and the Brew Crew has cut this to a 3-2 ball game now.
They were a lot more comfortable up 3 than they are now, only up by 1. That just goes to show you one pitch, 1 2-run shot, and the entire complexion of a game can change just like that.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. Line softly to the right side. Foul. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Wind up and the 0-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. Through 5 innings, it's now a 3-2 ball game. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Shelby Miller takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Shelby Miller.
So here's Pete Alonso.
Off to the net. The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
First offering on its way. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Miller, a previous member of the Diamondbacks organization, who was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
And he fouls this one off. 1-2, here it comes.
I got to count 2-2.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
Back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. the 1-0. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
He's set, and the pitch. J.D. Davis stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Career line against Shelby Miller. He's just 1 for 6. Here comes the 0-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Alonso at second. Davis is over at first with 1 away. Inside here with a cutter, as he's lucky that one didn't get him.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there, and that's just what he did right there. Busted him inside with good hard stuff.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box, Wilson Ramos. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
1-1.
That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Two and two to the Mets catcher.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Fouled away. The set and the 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. On the first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They're up 3-2. In is Christian Yelich. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. And he'll lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Here now the 2-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And he popped him up. McNeil into shallow left. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Second baseman.
Striding into the box, Keston Hiura. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people and runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 1-0 home. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And that one is gone. Ryan Braun with the solo home run. And the Brewers have drawn even now at 3-3.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
The first baseman.
Here's Justin Smoke now.
Justin.
This is popped up. McNeil waits on it. And the inning is over. Brewers do pick up a run on the Ryan Braun homer. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Alex Claudio is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 58, Alex Claudio.
Seventh inning ready to roll. Now in the box, Ahmed Rosario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Claudio has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. 2-0 now.
2 balls, no strikes.
Grounded back up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
And this is low, ball one. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. 2-0 to Eduardo Nunez.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Strike called, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he misses with it, ball four, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Rosario on second. Nunez on at first with nobody out. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. A swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So now to the plate, Jeff McNeil. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Mets strand one. Still tied 3-3. Justin Wilson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
Stepping into the box, Omar Narvaez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Omar Narvaez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit softly down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Count remains at 0-2.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Orlando Arcia, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. No hits to this point. Comes set and the 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Ben Gamble will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Ben Gamble.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Gamble, a native Floridian. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Wilson stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy, drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Eric Sogard pulls this one into the air out into right field. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Milwaukee leaves 1. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Ray Black has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 50.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
First pitch on its way. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. And he takes strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away. But that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Arcia has it. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
Now batting.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. First delivery to him on the way, and it's fouled away. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied at 3-3. Brad Brock is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
New York Mets. Number 29, Brad Brock.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Lorenzo Cain. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Lorenzo Cain.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a ball 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
Down the first baseline. Here's another 1-2. Soft grounder left side. And there's one down now.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now at the plate, Christian Yelich. And his head-to-head matchup numbers with Brad Brock. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next to Milwaukee.
Now at the plate, Keston Hiura. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Now it's 2-0. The 2-0. Outside. 3-0 now. taking all the way that time. It's 3-1. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Here's the payoff pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. Still tied 3-3. Into the box now, Michael Conforto is working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Michael Conforto.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. So stepping in, Wilson Ramos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes to Ramos.
2-0.
Now the 2-0 is taken, strike 1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Pitch on the way. 1 out, nobody on. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd foul. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Ahmed Rosario, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's too high, ball 2.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Swing and a hot shot toward third. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double. And if your mind wanders toward what's left on the bench, there you get a look at what the Mets have remaining to choose from. Dominic Smith will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 2, Dominic Smith.
Too high, 1-0. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Here's the 1-0. Rosario makes a move from first. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. That just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. Mets go down quickly. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jerry's Familia will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Tomas Nido is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 3.
Digging in and looking for more, Ryan Braun. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Familia, 30 years of age. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Riding in once again, Justin Smoke. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. That's 2-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he will make the play. 2 away now. Now at the plate, Omar Narvaez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
They say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run and it ends up being a really critical one, you have to feel pretty good. It wasn't a huge day on the stat sheet, but it led his team to a win, and that's all you can hope for as a player.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Brewers earned the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Ray Black pitches well enough to get the W. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game.